all dried up in the desert sun. Mm. I really do love that song. Just for that part of it, too. When I look into my nephew's eyes, you'll believe the amazing things that come from an accident, right? That's my sunshine right there. All right, so the card that I pulled this morning so far, I like to pull one for the cover shot. I got Sly, a weasel. Let's see what the universe has to say about a weasel. That discomfort you're feeling is a sign to level up. Lean the bleep in. You have everything it takes, more than everything it takes, and you're really stupid for not knowing it. Yeah. Go ahead, punk, make my day. I'm not in danger. I am the danger. All right. Somebody's slit. How do we want to read today? I'm going to go with universal. The universal. Yep. Oh, upside, I did get my car back. Car's back. Runs great. So happy. Kids are going back to school. I'm so ready for this shift. I've been waiting so long. I tell you what, the kids better never ask to be homeschooled again. They prove they definitely cannot handle it on any level. Which deck should we use for the weasel? It's been a while. I was just talking to somebody last night about feeling like somebody's being sneaky. Let's see who's being sneaky. So I guess this is a timeless message. Whoever feels like you got someone being sneaky around you. All right. You got 2 cups here in the middle of the 3D line, right? First card, 3 of swords, right? 3 of swords, 7 of wands. So it's definitely somebody on the outside of a third-party situation that does feel defensive and they're trying to protect themselves. It's definitely divine connection. They feel sick without you, and it's not as scary as it seems. This is the card. It was like, oh, you think it's a monster, but really it's just kind of like a bear. It's like the difference between a grizzly bear and Pooh Bear. So whoever is sneaking up on you is not terribly terrifying. What's that? Reminder for speech therapy for my son. All right. On the 40 line, On the 4D line, all right, so this is coming through pretty specific, and I'm going off intuition rather than the reading of the cards right now. I'm going by the imagery, okay? Definitely got the working on the skills because that does go along with that. Good morning. Good morning. Shout out South Carolina. But I got somebody here that is definitely working on their skills at the moment. I got they're torn between wanting to send a message of love and being torn between going like, yeah, I'll send a message when pigs fly, right? If that makes any sense. Got the Ace of Wands reversed here. The Ace of Wands reversed there. I definitely feel like somebody feels like the other person has their eyes closed to whatever this connection is, even though it's burning through a hole through your intuition, right? Got the Five of Cups, focusing on things that are going down the drain. I almost get the sense of like trying to reach in the hole and grab it, right? I don't know why I got the vision of a diamond ring swirling around a sink. Worries about Page of Swords here. Taking whatever that is as a dark omen. Or a message, because that's on the 4D. Or probably thinking that this person does think poorly of you as well. All right, let's see what the 5D has to say about this whole situation. Yeah, I didn't have too much to talk about, so I blew through the cards quickly, and then we can chat, and maybe I'll pull some cards for you guys since you guys came in live. All right, so the 5D, what the 5D has to say about this sly person who's not really that terrifying, coming up and sneaking up on you and everything, right? That itchy feeling. One, I don't even think they're really going to do anything. I think they're thinking about it a lot, and because there's a connection onto it, that I don't think there's anything to be nervous about. On the 5D, it's just telling you to focus on being your own Ace of Cups. Don't worry about anything else like that. Don't worry about that. Just worry about you. Worry about the ground that you stand on, right? There will be messages, right? Once the universe gets done prying it out of their mouth. That makes sense to y'all? There will be messages as soon as the universe gets done freaking prying it out of their prideful mouths, right? Right now, everybody's just really still super defensive. Hey, I'll let you guys pick which deck should I pull from. Should we get Earth Magics? Earth Magic, I got the Fairy deck. This could be for you too since you're in here. Got the Crystal Focus. Oh, man, on the nose, right? Crystal Focus. This is a beautiful message for everybody that's in the for everybody who's in like the 143 soul tribes, anybody who really feels connected to crystals, right? Crystal Focus is keeping your focus on being genuine to yourself and your own frequency. One of my favorite thing about all these different types of crystals is each one gives off its own genuine frequency. I've also been getting a lot of messages about fireflies lately. I almost caught one again last night. They always get just past the fence on me. I love fireflies. There were so many in New York growing up. I guess I like it where it's colder. Focus being on your own crystal point and focus on radiating your own frequency. Don't focus on what everybody else is doing, right? Getting messages of like absorb the light, reflect rainbows. Right? It's a beautiful energy for today. All right, y'all. Well, I'm all the way down at the bottom. I'm in the Great Swamp area outside of Hilton Head. So we get them like the woods every now and then. They're not enough that they're like flying around the yards and stuff like that. But they're definitely deep in the forest when I walk around. You'll see them at night. And it'll just be like twinkling stars off in the trees, but you can't really see them too well. Ooh, movement too. Breathe. I like this card too because there is definitely a big shift and a lot of movement happening right now. And a lot of us can't see what's right around the bend, and that's fine. You don't need to know the answers to everything right away. And this is kind of like, I get the sense of don't worry about it right now. These aren't rapids. You're just supposed to be tubing. Like going slow can be enjoyable too, right? You don't have to rush everything. Yeah. See, I grew up on Long Island, and I lived next to a nature reserve when I was little up there too. And I mean, the amount of fireflies would be insane up there in the middle of summer. Dance and celebrate. I feel like it's time that people tune into their own frequency and grounding. Yeah, grounding into your own energy. This card always messes me up because it's the same as the cover. Grounding into your own energy. Talk a lot about music and the importance of it and what you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? It's just important. The frequency of the music that you're listening to matters. Like, it's okay to listen to heartbreak songs and stuff like that when you're going through a hard time, or angry motivational songs when you need that motivation. But you got to be mindful when you're stuck in those constant energies. You know, people self-sabotage their lives all the time listening to bad frequencies. I also am a firm conspiracy theorist on the whole that there's certain genres of music that have an underlying frequency that's supposed to disrupt your mental thought patterns, to keep people in low, impoverished states. Meta vulnerability. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Like what you like. I have this funny thing. My sister, I love to make her nervous. She's a Pisces, so she doesn't like being like, I don't know, out of the cuff. So like if we pull into a gas station or something, I don't care what's on my radio. I don't care if it's salt and pepper. I don't care if it's country. I'm blaring it. I'm not turning my radio down. Don't nobody else do it. What, I got to sit here and listen to the guy 3 stations over listening to rap? They can listen to me, listen to whatever the hell I'm listening to. Blink 182. Fog, veiled. That's similar to the river card that we had up here. Right? Movement's really slow. Don't rush. The fogged card is if you can't really see where you're going right now, don't rush off in a different direction. The veil is, you're supposed to wait for the veil to lift a little bit before you go through all that, right? Go ahead and pack up camp, get ready to start moving, things of that nature, but definitely wait for the sun to burn through the fog before you make any giant leaps of faith right now. And so we're coming into this crazy, crazy retrograde season. It's going to be intense, y'all. If you guys remember 2018, 2019, what you were going through energetically, that's what's going to be similar about this time, right? So that's definitely a lot of grounding and vulnerability here, right? Or grounding and breathing here, and we got vulnerability and dance. So don't be afraid to be silly and have fun. Get out into nature, right? Go put your headphones on and dance around while you're walking. It doesn't matter, right? Take a hike. Get out into nature. Definitely breathe. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. And I get this sense with the vulnerability card is like, don't be afraid to like what you like and enjoy what you enjoy. And don't be afraid, don't be afraid to, like what you like and represent what you like. Yeah. I get that with the Virgos, man. I'm a severe overthinker too. Like, not to toot my own horn, but it's kind of like a curse in my family. My grandmother has 160 IQ and I have 128. And it's just when you think so freaking much and you're constantly, for whatever reason, running algorithms and math in your own head all the time, it'll drive you insane. But that's why it's saying, it's like, I think the thing a lot of people are getting is, you feel like you're supposed to be rushing, and you're not. You're not supposed to be rushing. That rush energy that you're feeling, that's Mercury getting ready to go retrograde. That's why, if you notice, there's going to be a ton of accidents. Watch your speed out there, people, as the pressure starts to build. And it's just like, it's this sneaking up on you. It's that pressure of another planet. It's getting into the laws of like Newton and Einstein and gravity, and the push and pull as planets and stuff pass each other between their gravitational poles and then moving space around them as they move through space. That's how retrogrades actually affect us. I hope that made sense to some of y'all. I'm sorry, I nerded out a little bit for you. Anybody else need a card before I run out? I'll give it a second. I know it takes a few minutes for that to go through. What should we get? We'll do one more. You either get that or you get no sense of urgency at all. Well, that is true. It depends. That's the kicker, right? You have to look at your chart and see when you were born, right? Because people who are born under certain types of retrogrades or something like that, they're going to be more comfortable in it. Ooh, I got the dream card here. Pretty nice. The moon. I know I've been having a lot of crazy dreams lately. And I've been remembering a lot of crazy dreams over the last year or so, man. I don't have them often, but when I do, they're a trip. I'm going to get you. I can definitely do that for you. What we got? Let me get my goddess deck here. And we'll see what the goddess has to say. Sounds like a question for the Divine Mother. For those of you who don't see it, she says she wants a guidance card for her and her daughter. You got the moon card here and the sun card here. So the moon card here is the goddess Diana, right? And she's one of those goddesses of the hunt and strategy and things like that. But this is also a warning card of not getting lost in the details, Virgo. Don't lose sight, what is it? Don't lose the forest. What is it? Sight of the forest for the trees. Saying goes with this, right? Don't lose sight of whatever end goal it is. And I feel like a lot of secrets and details are going to be coming out into the sun. Now, I don't know if this means a lot to you, but this is the Zora in this deck. And the sun, the Zora are these three goddesses that take care of the sun god. Right? So I definitely feel like there's definitely going to be a team effort here for supporting you, but there's still going to be some more secrets that are going to be coming out. And I just got the message to say magical. That kind of goes for you in your situation with her too. And I kind of do feel like it's going to be a major thing for everybody involved. It's going to be a lot of secrets going back and forth for both of y'all. It's going to be them owning up to things that you did not know that they did, and then you having to own up to being like, well, yeah, I was your age too once, It's going to be those kind of things going on. But I feel like it's going to be really cleansing. I'll get one more on that before I just say that. I got the Three of Staves, the Prince of Staves. There's a guy involved here in the Ace of Pentacles. I do see that there's a male energy involved here. But I do see once all this comes through, you guys will be able to see where you're going better. And the 3 is all about a teamwork card. Once again, the 3 goddesses here. The 3 of staves here, right? And 3 of staves is about building with the team. Like I said, I got the Prince of Staves here. So that might be a third person coming in too. That might be a third person coming in too that helps. You know what I'm saying? The one behind these ones. And then I got Seeds of Intention starting from that. All right, guys. All right. Well, that's 20 minutes from me, and I'm going to have to run because I do got a bunch of stuff to do today now that I have a vehicle again. You got your Dream card, right? And you got the Sly card here. So now once I pop off, if you want to go see what the reading was about the weasel, I got a message here for the end of that saying pay attention to what's going on in the dream state, okay? You're going to have clues on that weasel for that. All right? Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. Good luck to you guys, man. It's going to be crazy. I mean, that's what the retrograde seasons are for. They're there to pull all this energy up to the forefront for everybody to face it. And it's either you face it and you work through it, or you ignore it and it's just going to happen again around the holidays, usually. Usually happens at the beginning of the retrograde cycle and then at the end of the retrograde cycle, just in time to rock the holidays. That's what makes family so fun. All right. Blessed be, y'all. I'm going to try to get on here tomorrow, and I'm going to load some more of those shadow videos today. I love you guys.